o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see, the temperature right now here at the studios is 46 degrees.
Oh, okay.
The price of gasoline, by the way, has been going up. I guess you've noticed that. Right now, if you're heading out of town and you're going to use the interstate, fill up in town. Because if you wait till you get to one of those gas stations at the interstate, that's where the gasoline is the most expensive right now. For example, at 326 and I-75, the Florida Citrus store has gasoline for $2.48 a gallon. Let's see, at 484 and I-75, the Exxon station, $2.40 a gallon.
Gosh.
These are the highest prices in the area, all over by the interstate. However, the lowest price is $2.14 a gallon, and that's in Denellen at a Marathon station. In Ocala, the best I can tell you about is a Citgo station right here on Highway 200, $2.23 a gallon. That's at the corner by Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. And the prices have gone up, obviously, across the country, across the state. Gas prices continue to rise in Florida. The average in Florida this week is $2.31 per gallon, which is up 11 cents since last week when it sat at $2.20 a gallon. I got gas, I think, one time that was below $2. I can't remember. I think it was the Kangaroo Station on 200. That was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's up there. It's $2.38 now.
It didn't stay below $2 for long. I think I only went to the gas station one time when it was less than $2 a gallon. So
yeah, $2.38.
And I don't understand how that king, whatever his name was, dying, raised the cost of gas.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how
the government thinks the American people are stupid. So
all right, I do want to talk about taxpayer money giving incentives to the movie and TV industries, but first I needed to tell you a couple things. First of all, the segment with Joe, Fun with Joe, I forgot to tell you. Today's President's Day, and I have some presidential trivia. Some really fun. I never knew these things.
Wow.
Maybe some of you did. Maybe you knew it, Robin, but
probably not.
I found so many. I found like 75, I think, of these things. And what I'll probably do, since we won't have time to do all of them, I'll probably extend that game for a couple days.
Oh, okay.
Fun presidential trivia, weird or unusual, or mostly unknown things. Some of them I knew. And then when Galen Unold is on in about a half hour, I have some dumb posts on the internet. This is the second time I've done this. This is not the same dumb posts, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Some dumb and or funny posts on the internet. When I say the internet, mostly Facebook and Twitter.
Okay.
But that's all. I'm not sure if they came from anywhere else. And the only other thing before we get to the topic that I wanted to bring up is the Great American Race, the Daytona 500, is next Sunday.
Yep.
We have 2 tickets to give away. Those tickets are each worth $170, right?
Yes.
$170.
Yep.
That's $340 for the 2 tickets. Both tickets will go to one person.
Yeah.
That one person has to have his or her name drawn from the WOCA drawing box, which is sitting right here on this granite table.
Yep.
On Thursday, just before noon, during Fun with Joe, probably you, Robin, will pick that one name from that box. I'm guessing it'll be, unless Joe has a
we'll see.
a celebrity name picker.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, maybe Travolta will come in and pick it up. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be real cool.
All right. So anyway, so if you have your name in the box, you're set, because you can only get your name in the box one time. Tom Schmitz is doing this in the afternoon on The Voice of Ocala with Buddy Martin, and so you can get your name in at that time if you prefer. But once it's in there, it's in there. You can't have your name in there more than once. If it is in there more than once, somebody will go through it and take out all the duplicates. It might be Robin. It might be Patsy. I don't know who does it. But anyway.
No, not me.
Anyway, so what I'll do, since we've got 6 minutes before the break, just before the break, I'll ask you if you want to get your name in to call me and let me know.
Okay.
You won't have to answer any questions, but we'll do it during the break, and you'll probably speak to Robin, I'm sure.
Yes, I'll be here.
So you'll speak to Robin during the break. And in fact, you don't even have to wait for me to don't call right now, because obviously it's not a good time. But if you call during the break, we can put your name in the box. You won't have to answer any questions. I'll ask some trivia questions later on, but I feel But I feel like my efforts to get as many names in the box as possible are thwarted. Good word, huh? Thwarted.
Thwarted.
By the fact that we have a job to do here. So I can't keep asking trivia questions about NASCAR.
Exactly.
So if you want your name in the box, you don't want to sit around waiting, just during the break in about 5 minutes or so, when you hear commercials, go ahead and call this number, 622-9622, and tell Robin you want your name in the box. She'll take your name and your phone number. Once you're in there, you're in there.
Yes.
This Thursday, you'll find out if you're the winner. If not, you can buy tickets. They're $65 a piece for the cheap seats, and then of course they go up. These seats are kind of mid-range, but they're supposedly good seats in the Oldfield Tower section.
Galen says they're great because you can look down on pit row and see all the cool action.
That does
down
sound
there.
fun.
So Galen says they're good.
That does sound
seats.
cool. All right, Robin, this is the subject that is something you're very familiar with. It's taxpayer money giving incentives to the movie industry and the TV industry to do their filming and TV production work here in the state of Florida. Now, we had a pretty buzzing film industry in Orlando for a while.
Yeah.
Right? Is it not that way anymore? Did it like Tweeter? Did it
Peter out.
peter out?
Yes, it did.
Thank you.
Yes, it did.
Why?
They're still doing shoots because there isn't enough incentives. They can go up to Louisiana. They can go to Canada. They can go overseas and do all the filming they want for the commercials and everything because they get a lot of incentives. And those incentives, in turn, when the companies come in, that helps all of the private businesses make money.
All right, now, I want to be on your side on this one. And I know you want to be on your side on this one.
Yeah.
But don't we oppose, usually, taxpayer money paying for businesses? You know what I mean? Like, we don't want them to pay, we don't want the city, for example, to pay for a hotel in downtown Ocala.
Right, exactly.
We don't want that. So why do we want the film industry to get some incentives?
Because taxpayer money will not fund the entire project. They will be given tax breaks. If they spend X number of dollars, they'll be given a percentage on it. They still have to fuel all the costs and everything.
So they don't get cash, they just get a tax break, not a handout.
Right, exactly.
All right, let me read what this story says.
Exactly.
Florida lawmakers are trying to figure out if the tax credits they give to film and TV producers are worth it. The state gets about 43 cents back for every dollar spent on incentives, but Michelle Hillary with the Palm Beach County Film Commission says Florida paid a price when the program was cut. Now, that's the film thing. That's the same thing you were part of, but locally in Marion County?
Yes, but then I was part of the state one, so.
Okay. Here's a quote from Hillary. She says, "We have lost a substantial amount of new business over the past 2 years, and we stand to lose more. Savvy business people across all industries look for incentives that will leverage their bottom dollar." That's the quote. She says that Florida should spend more to compete with the film-friendly states like Georgia and Louisiana. But Representative Frank Artilles, a Republican from Miami, says it never seems to be enough. Oh, he's opposed to it. Okay, I think I misspoke earlier. He says, if we're going to get into a bidding war with other states, when does it stop? Meanwhile, House Finance and Tax Committee Chairman Matt Getz, also a Republican from Shalimar, says there are many factors to consider. He says, I don't believe that the sole metric of that analysis should be how much money the state gets back. I think we also have to look at the benefits of our local communities to people who get jobs, and I think that the film industry does it a lot better when you have a more broad-based analysis.
Yeah, because there are makeup artists, there are caterers, there are electricians, there are drivers. There's all of these private industry jobs that will benefit from this.
And then there are those
daycare centers
who say that it is nothing more than corporate welfare, which is, I guess, that was obvious. All right, well, I want to hear more from what you have to say about it, since you worked with this for a long time. And also from our listeners, if you want to call in. But right now, we're taking that break I told you about. So right now, during the break, 622 9622 if you want your name in the running for the Daytona 500 tickets, which will be good for next Sunday. It's a value of $340. One person will get both tickets. Call in during the break, 622-9622. Just tell us you want to be in it.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine mixing with clouds today, high 72 to 76. Increasing clouds and mild tonight, low 56 to 60. Tomorrow, clouds and breaks of sun, breezy and warm with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm around, especially during the afternoon hours at the coast, the highs in the 70s. And for Wednesday, more sun than clouds, but breezy and noticeably cooler, the high just 57 to 61. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Kenseth wins the Unlimited. Jeff Gordon has the pole. This is the Coca-Cola Monday Morning Race Refresher, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Enjoy the race with an ice-cold Coke, the official soft drink of NASCAR.
Coca-Cola Racing Family Road Trip.
NASCAR Confessionals.
Driver's log, day 2. Biffle's been real moody lately. Been reading a lot of vampire books. I'm worried about him. Driver's log, day 5. Sometimes right after I open my Coke, I like to hold the bottle up to my ear and listen to the fizzy bubbles. I like to pretend it's the crowd cheering my name. Joey, Joey, Joey. Then I drink the crowd right up.
Coca-Cola, open happiness. Official soft drink of NASCAR.
Matt Kenseth kicked off Speed Weeks with a win Saturday night at Daytona in the running of the Sprint Unlimited. Kenseth and his new Joe Gibbs teammate Carl Edwards were at the front in the closing laps, but Matt pulled away and Martin Truex squeezed in between them.
Martin had a strong car. Carl had a real strong car there at the end too, so it's a good start for the week.
The top 5 were Matt Kenseth, Martin Truex, Carl Edwards, Casey Mears, and Kyle Larson. Hendrick Motorsports won the front row for the Daytona 500 in pole qualifying, with Jeff Gordon winning the pole. He turned a lap of 201.293 miles per hour, the fastest pole at Daytona since 1987.
In the past, this has been one of the easiest days I've had all year long. You just go out there and hold it wide open and run a couple laps, and trying to play this chess match and the time game, that it just becomes really intense. This feels good for that reason alone.
Jimmy starts alongside. The odd-numbered qualifiers will start behind Jeff in the first of the Budweiser dual races on Thursday night. The even-numbered qualifiers will start behind Jimmy in the second duel. Those races will set the field for the Daytona 500. That's the Monday Morning Race Refresher. I'm Joe Moore on the Motor Racing Network.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
NASCAR fans, it's time to get charged up with New Holland. As the official agricultural equipment sponsor of NASCAR, New Holland is giving race fans the opportunity of a lifetime by offering the chance to win tickets to the Daytona 500. Visit your participating New Holland dealer to receive a free portable phone charger to keep you charged up on race day, a special equipment offer, and the chance to win tickets to the season opening race of the Daytona 500. To enter, visit Ocala Tractor on 5841 North Highway 441, February 20th from 3 to 5. Offer good while supplies last.
All right, 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Got a few names to put into the box for NASCAR, and somebody on Thursday will be the lucky recipient of those 2 tickets for next Sunday's Daytona 500. If you are a NASCAR fan, I know this is exciting stuff, and I can just tell from the voices on the phone. Come on, Mike, put my name in 100 times. Sorry.
I know.
One time.
They're
the rules are one time.
Twist our arms.
One time. All right. So we're debating whether the tax credit is for film and TV is something Florida should get back into the
habit.
I was going to say habit. Mm-hmm. Should we start doing this again? I guess we don't do this at all anymore.
I think there are a few shoots that come in and out, but they're very low key and.
No, that's not what I mean. We don't give them tax incentives right now.
No.
There's a group called Americans for Prosperity. They are funded by the Koch brothers. Mm-hmm. They are taking aim at Florida's film incentives, saying this is corporate welfare and it needs to end. which implies that it's happening still, so it might still be happening.
In different areas of the state. I mean, you got South Beach, that's pretty cool.
Well, okay, so let's look at this from a different perspective then. Should each community make a decision, or should Florida as a whole make a decision? Should we, the voters, make a decision as to whether we want taxpayer money, or should we let our legislators decide this? I mean, you seem to be okay with it.
Oh, yeah, because it's not really welfare, because all of that money stays in the community. You've got hotels, you've got taxi services, you've got makeup artists here in town, you've got the businesses in the Paddock Mall. I mean, a lot of the people come and they travel with their families, so they go there. They'll go to the attractions. They'll go to Silver Springs and pay their $8 to get in there, for their day and things like that. So it's not technically corporate welfare. It would be welfare if, our community would have to pay for the project, but we don't. It's just a tax incentive.
Now
and we already have the bed and breakfast tax for the hotels, so that's already there to benefit the hotel industry.
That's a good point. All right, so in the state of Maryland, they're also considering the same exact thing. They're a little bit deeper into the debates than we are, though, which is why I went to their state for some information. A report by the Department of Legislative Services for the state of Maryland found that the state is not receiving a sufficient return on its investment and recoups only 10 cents for every dollar handed out. The credit only provides temporary job positions for those working in film production, which is also true.
Right.
All those jobs that they claim are temporary. How long does it normally take for a movie to be made? Just a few weeks?
Sometimes it takes 9 months. Sometimes it takes a few weeks if it's only one location.
One argument against this is a construction coordinator who says this appears to be temporary work, but it is not. People go on to find other jobs in the same industry. Once a film is completed, another film is started, and many people work 2 films at the same time. These are not actors.
No.
These are what, Robin? Who actually would work these things?
There's still photographers. There's videographers. There's people that are drivers. There's caterers. There's makeup artists. There's costume people.
It says the construction workers, so they must be building things.
Yeah, they build sets, and the wonderful thing about the film industry is that if they film on somebody's property, they pay that person that owns the property money to film there. They'll construct their set and everything, but then also they guarantee that they'll remove everything and make the property just exactly the way it was before they started building. So they do clean up after themselves. They do a most excellent job. The people that own the property make money. When Jeepers Creepers filmed, they needed a couple of RVs. They paid the people just to use their RVs.
Right.
I mean, it's really, they're very, very, considerate to everybody around.
In the state of Maryland, supporters of the state tax credit, which is now set at $25 million per year, rejected notions that the credit is not a legitimate investment and asked for it to be extended for 3 to 5 years. We don't want to be the East Hollywood. We are being modest. We think the program is working. We're looking for sustainability and predictability. And then there are the film students and the schools who teach the film students that say it needs to be in place. Otherwise, all of our talent will be moving out to the West Coast.
Exactly.
Are we thinking the same thing?
Oh, yeah.
Susan Picanich, the Dean of Fine Arts and Communications at Towson University in Maryland, called the extension of the credit critical for student success. She published a report outlining the tax credit as a positive contribution to Maryland's state budget. The report said the state is actually receiving $1.03 for every dollar it hands out, so a 3% return.
Full Sail in Orlando is a good example of that. They teach the students everything, and then once they graduate, they go to where the work is, and they don't stay in Florida. They take their talent elsewhere.
So from the fiscal year of 2012 to 2016, the state of Maryland allocated $62.5 million for film production, with $60.3 million of those budgeted dollars going to the House of Cards on Netflix, and Veep on HBO. 60.3 out of 62.5. Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So but that's small compared to what they do. Now, do they? And do you know if they do tax incentives in the state of California?
I don't know because I haven't studied that.
Okay.
I do know that it takes a lot of work. When the Film Commission of Real Florida was here with Jude Hagan and the people that worked around her, she was on that phone. She was traveling. She was having people come in. She was picking him up at the airport and driving him around. I mean, that's how John Travolta got here. He got in touch with the Film Commission. He got in touch with Jude. She met with his people first. Then he would fly it incognito. She would
You need
rent.
to explain who Jude is.
Yeah. Oh, she was the film commissioner here in Marion and Alachua counties, and she would rent a couple of vans from a local car dealership here in town with dark windows. She would personally drive him and whoever around Marion County and Alachua County looking for places for him. It was all hands-on, but it takes a lot of work. The state just can't say, we're going to give incentives and then there's nobody to work it. You need somebody to work it. The Film Commission disbanded because the EDC, the Economic Development Council of Marion County / Ocala, wanted to do it. So the Film Commission was disbanded and nothing was followed through. So that's why there weren't any more projects.
All right, now the people in Georgia, where filming is film friendly, I guess they have tax incentives in the state of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
They point out that one of their cities is a bustling little city now when it once was a rundown little city. That city is Juliet, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the movie Fried Green Tomatoes was filmed, and in fact, very recognizable pieces of that town are tourist destinations now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Fried Green Tomatoes was made in 1991.
Wow.
And it still attracts tourists to go see the city of Juliet, Georgia. In the movie, the town was called Whistle Stop. It wasn't called Juliet. But the actual cafe, the Whistle Stop Cafe, is still there, and actually was renamed Whistle Stop because of the movie. So I guess their argument is that you can see that a town came alive after a filmmaker made... Yeah, but what if it was a slasher movie? Nobody would want to visit that town. Fried Green Tomatoes was like a friendly town kind of a movie, right?
Within the
I think, if I remember right.
Yeah, they had a couple dark things happen, but it wasn't a slasher movie.
Yeah.
But no, everybody benefits.
Well, Jeepers Creepers was a slasher movie. Well, it was a monster movie.
Right.
And it didn't do anything for Denellen. But I don't think Denellen is mentioned in the movie, right?
In the credits.
But I mean, it's not like you watch the movie and say, "Oh, I want to go to that town. That looks like a cool town."
Yeah, because there wasn't a town really. It was just
you don't really use it.
Town.
They were just filming around here.
No, but a lot of people made a lot of money.
So maybe that's what we need to look at. We need to look at if a film is going to use an area to the extent that it'll make the area known.
Well, there were what was it like 6-7 years ago that Chevy, the Chevrolet commercial with the horse trailer and the new Chevy truck, that they debuted that commercial during the Super Bowl. It was filmed here on a horse farm in Marion County very early in the morning. So the 4 or 5 people that were shown in that commercial were paid. The horse farm was paid. They were paid to use their property, and they were paid to use their horses as they were loading them up on the horse trailer. So, and then when the crew stayed here, I mean, it took maybe a week to film it, but when the crew stayed here, they had to rent out hotel rooms. They ate in restaurants. They shopped in the shops. I mean, everybody makes money in the private sector.
And in the state of North Carolina, it says here that there are some large areas that the tax break for film, also just like similar to Georgia, the tax break for filmmakers help to rebuild certain downtown areas. For example, Asheville.
Yeah,
Asheville, some film money credited, and the filming itself is credited with rebuilding parts of Asheville. Joe and Dan and Missy and Patsy would know about that, right?
Yeah.
And Jim George. We've got a lot of people here from that part, familiar with that part of North Carolina. All right, I don't know. I mean, it sounds hypocritical to say you want taxpayer money to pay for something when you don't want it to pay for other things, but...
Well, it's not paying for the whole thing.
All right, we'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Biting cold hitting the Northeast and Midwest. This Cleveland woman is trying to deal with it.
I feel like this is just going to make me tougher. I feel if I can make it through this winter, I can make it through anything.
Record lows in many areas. Boston has another foot of snow on top of the 6 feet it got the last few weeks, and more is forecast by midweek. Egypt conducting heavy airstrikes against ISIS sites in Libya after the release of a video showing the beheading of 21 Christian hostages.
Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi promising retribution for the killings. The execution video is just the latest in a line to be released by ISIS, but it's one of the first to emerge from outside of the group's main bases in Iraq and Syria.
Fox Radio's Simon Owen. In Copenhagen, 2 men in custody suspected of helping the gunman who carried out 2 weekend shooting attacks, one at a free speech event, one near a synagogue that left 2 dead. The gunman was killed in a gun battle with police. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from FoxNews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never try are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
It's the end of the fiscal year, and that means budget cuts and number crunching. Now's the time of the year you're evaluating your expenses, planning your budget, and finding ways to save money and increase efficiency to maximize profits. Dex Imaging understands and delivers. Call Dex Imaging today for a free document management evaluation. Cutting your office expenses is as easy as calling Dex Imaging, 352-266-0333. Start saving money today and increase your bottom line with Dex Imaging. Printers, copiers, and fax machines that increase office productivity and save you money. No one understands your bottom line better. Call Dex Imaging today, 352-266-0333, or check them out on the web at deximaging.com. That's DEXimaging.com. Or call 352-266-0333 for your free document management evaluation today.
You can have work done on your vehicle anywhere, but why would you? Maybe they correctly determine the problem and suggest the proper service. There's a chance they won't. Eliminate that chance by bringing your vehicle to Ford Lincoln of Ocala or Village Ford of Bellevue. The professionally trained, factory-certified team understands the service requirements and maintenance needs of your vehicle, and when the unexpected repair comes your way, you can be assured the work will be done correctly, quickly, and cost-effectively. Look, you've invested a lot of your hard-earned money in your transportation to deliver performance, reliability, and safety. So doesn't it just makes sense to trust the professional team at Ford Lincoln of Ocala and Village Ford of Bellevue to ensure you many miles of worry-free driving and peace of mind knowing the service was done correctly. So the choice is yours. Take the hard-earned investment to whoever for service or a factory-trained certified technician at Ford Lincoln of Ocala or Village Ford of Bellevue. To schedule your next completely satisfied service for your vehicle, contact those who know it best. Village Ford of Bellevue or Ford Lincoln of Ocala, your family of Ford dealerships where we've got what it takes.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center to remind us of why it's important to donate blood and the fact that it's easy to do and it's really nothing you need to do. You just lay down and allow your blood to flow into a little tube, into a plastic bag. Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry. Robin, how are y'all?
Pretty good. Robin is not here right now, but she'll be back in just a second. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was really busy, and he had the marathon up in Gainesville this weekend, so I was there.
That's right. It must have been cold for those kids, huh?
It was cold in the morning. Yesterday, for the full marathon and the half marathon, it was beautiful. But yeah, Saturday was cold. Saturday was very cold.
And but the one that you did here was windy and chilly, but I'm guessing it was colder Saturday.
Yeah, it was colder yesterday. The wind wasn't as bad as we were expecting, so it was pleasant, actually. Yesterday afternoon, it was pleasant, but Saturday it was cold. There's no way to get around that. That was cold.
Where are you right now?
I'm in Paynes Ferry.
Oh, okay. So you're staying in the area?
For today, yeah.
Well, the cold weather is moving down to parts that you normally go to. Down to Alabama, down to south of Atlanta.
Yeah, we're worried about the ice right now. That's the big issue. Is just because that black ice is so treacherous.
Oh gosh, yes.
That will shut down roads really, really quickly. So we're keeping an eye on that just to see, if it's wet and cold or if it's just cold. So we have a close eye on the weather right now.
Did you happen? I know there's all kinds of videos on the internet of crashes, but did you happen to see this one? There was a guy stuck in traffic because there was an accident ahead of him in a black ice situation, and then in his rearview mirror he notices a double. What do you call when there's two trailers? Is that tandem trailers? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Tandem trailers, semi losing control, and it comes sliding down the ice right at him. And it looks for sure like he's done, and then the truck jumps the guardrail into the oncoming lanes and misses. I think it hits one truck, but very small, like a pickup truck, but very small damage on that. It was unbelievable. Just jumps the whole thing, and the guy filmed the whole thing and put it on the internet. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen that one.
I don't know where it was exactly. By the way, there was a story that we had this morning about Silver Airways. I guess this is a Florida airline, and they pretty much service Florida and the Bahamas. Mm-hmm. So I thought, wow, this is cool. So we have an airline you can get on in Orlando, go to the Keys, go to the Bahamas. I don't think I'll be using this airline. This is not a cheap airline. Listen to this.
That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, it just doesn't surprise me that it's not cheap.
If I were to fly from Orlando to Key West today, one way, I mean one person, two way, $435.10.
Wow.
Round trip.
Wow.
It's not that bad. I mean, it really isn't. I mean, it's again, it depends on the time of the year, but it's not that bad.
Really?
Well, if it's like spur of the moment, if you want to go today, then that's a decent price, because it's always costs more if you book the flight the same day you want to leave.
Well, in the time of the year, I mean, if it was August or July, it'd be a little cheaper, but this time of the year, there's probably a lot of people who want to get out of the cold and head down to the Keys or the Bahamas. Yeah.
Wow.
I'd drive.
Expensive.
What I don't understand,
I think people get stuck in because they see these great rates and occasionally you'll get one, but it's expensive to fly.
What I don't understand, okay, this one flight, takes 1 hour and 21 minutes to go from Orlando to Key West. Why does it take so long? And $435.10 is the non-refundable price. The refundable price is $475.10. So they add $40 to it, and you can get it back if you need it.
Oh my!
For whatever refund, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's what, 9-hour trip, 8-hour trip, depending on the traffic.
Right.
Yeah, 8 hours.
It's it's a long ways down there. So yeah, I mean it's getting to Isla Morada takes you about 6 hours, but the last beginning between Isla Morada and Key West could take you 2.5 hours because of the traffic.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Two lanes most of the way. So, yeah, again, it just depends on how much your time means to you and what you're willing to pay.
But there's something to be said about that stretch. Driving from the is Isla Morada, that's the beginning of the state? Is that the beginning of the
Pretty
Keys?
close,
I mean,
yeah.
Well, but there's something to be said. I love that drive. I know it's a long drive, but I love that drive because where else in the world can you drive?
Have you ever done it? Have you ever done it in lobster season, where you're going 5 miles an hour?
No, I guess not.
No. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a beautiful part of the world. It really is. It's but. You know, after you've been in it for about 2 hours, it's overrated.
Well, I guess if you've got a job you've got to get done, then yeah. But if you're just doing it because, wow, this is beautiful.
There's no time in which I enjoy sitting in traffic.
Okay, well, but
I mean, you're literally going in lobster season. You're going anywhere from 5 to 20 miles an hour.
Oh, that's not good. No, I agree with that. No, I didn't have that experience. My experience was I had no air conditioner in my car, and it was sweltering.
Yeah.
It's not bad there because you get the breeze coming right across. I mean, there's always the wind's always.
I remember it was so hot, and there was a, what do you call it, a Dunkin' Donuts, and on the Dunkin' Donuts they had this big sign, iced something. Okay, I went in there and I named it by name. They said, well, we don't sell that. I said, you got a sign that says it. Oh, that's coming soon.
Yeah. Gee.
They set me up for it.
Don't put your signs up until you have it in-house.
So how's the blood supply right now?
Okay, we need platelets. We need platelets pretty bad, and we need B negative right now. So that's kind of where we're at.
All right. If you can get out and donate blood, then do that. This segment with Galen Unold and LifeSouth is sponsored by Penn Flooring. Be sure to thank them for sponsoring this if you have a chance to get over there. And where there is at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. That's the showroom. That's where you can check out some of their great flooring products like carpeting and wooden floors and linoleum and tiles, and you can talk to them about installation and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for more than a quarter of a century, so visit their showroom at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just by the bridge. And Galen, I can hear the air again, the wind or something.
He's breathing.
That's breath? Okay. So today I have some dumb posts on the internet.
Oh, that'll be good.
It's a fun topic, isn't it?
Nice.
That'll be good.
You didn't happen to see that movie, did you? What was it called? 50 Shades of Grey?
No, I still have my man card.
That's right. Did your wife go see it?
Apparently, it's getting, the reviews are just getting crushed, so it's horrible. No, she hasn't seen it yet.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I mean, based on the reviews I heard, it doesn't seem like something I'd want to see either.
There was too much hype. I think that's why the critics are disappointed. There was too much hype in an extremely long amount of time. They shouldn't have hyped it so far out, and then people might have, embraced it more.
Apparently, I guess the two stars have zero chemistry. So, and
really?
They're apparently off screen. They just can't stand each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, that's interesting.
They refuse to do the press together. So they won't be in the same interview. So, which is crazy because apparently they have a contract for 2 more movies.
Oh, really?
You don't ever let your real feelings shine through. You play the role. You're on stage the whole time. Nobody would ever know then. Gosh.
All right. So I have some dumb posts on the internet. Ready for these?
I guess so.
How come women never need to take a DNA test to prove that they are the mother?
Good point.
I like it.
Yeah, what's the matter with that? That seems like discrimination, doesn't it?
It does.
The women.
Absolutely.
I want my first daughter to be a girl.
That's always just a good thing.
I want my first daughter to be a girl.
Yeah, there's women like that.
Well, you know what? In today's world, people believe that you could be a boy trapped in a girl's body.
Exactly.
Or vice versa.
Sure. Absolutely.
So you don't want your daughter to be a boy trapped in her body. You won't find out till he's about 16.
Yeah.
42.
How long? 42?
42.
All right. I just found out that my birthday is also on the same day I was born.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
I just found out that my birthday is on the same day.
There you go. Yeah.
Some of these you could say, okay, he just didn't. I understood what he was saying, but I don't know what the guy was saying.
No, not this one. Had
That
been a
doesn't
woman.
make any sense at all.
Bet a woman said this. A girl.
You don't have to do. I have to take a break, but I have some more. I have some more dumb posts on the internet from the internet. So we'll be right back with Galen Unold and LifeSouth, and we'll tell you where the Bloodmobile is, of course, so you can donate blood. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine mixing with clouds today, high 72 to 76. Increasing clouds and mild tonight, low 56 to 60. Tomorrow, clouds and breaks of sun, breezy and warm with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm around, especially during the afternoon hours at the coast, the highs in the 70s. And for Wednesday, more sun than clouds, but breezy and noticeably cooler, the high just 57 to 61. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, my name is Dr. Erica Olstein with A Better You Healthcare Acupuncture and Eastern Medicine. As primary care physicians, we use acupuncture to treat back pain, arthritis, migraines, allergies, high blood pressure, thyroid disorders, hormone imbalances, stress, and more using all natural medical therapies. We treat the source of your problems, not just your symptoms. For more information, go to abetteryouhealthcare.com or call today to set up your appointment, 352-615-5566.
So you need a credit card, but how do you choose? Let's compare the big banks to Florida Credit Union. They have rewards, and we do too. They have customer service. Hello, 24/7. They have celebrities. Hey, Danny. But with Florida Credit Union, there's no annual fee, no liability for fraudulent charges, and no 22% interest rates. Choose Florida Credit Union, and you'll not only have a great credit card, but you'll have the support and personal touch that the big banks, well, can't touch. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Don't get caught without your daily source of senior deals. Pick up your copy of the Senior Voice newspaper. It's your source for schedule and events tailored to seniors, with information you need, like a list of free events in the area. We even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company to you that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about them. For more information, call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223. And pick up your copy of the Senior's Voice at most any business up and down the 200 corridor.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
All right, thank you. 17 minutes after 8 o'clock, and Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. By the way, it's cheaper to go to the Bahamas from Orlando than it is to go to Key West.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
On the silver...
There are options to the Bahamas. Yeah.
$273.80.
Round trip?
Round trip for one person.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad at all.
No, that's pretty good.
All right, so I'm talking about dumb posts on the internet. Here's another one. I don't know why gay people think they deserve equal rights. Rosetta Stone did not sit on that bus so that gay people could have equal rights.
Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone was a translator on the bus.
Yeah. This because it starts with an R. No Rosa Parks there. Yeah, they're not paying attention in school.
The next one I thought,
well, paying attention to anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the next one. Where is the Brazil Cup going to be held this year?
Never heard of the Brazil Cup. But,
I guess it's in Brazil. I don't know.
I would think so.
Where is the Brazil Cup going to be held this year?
Unless they were looking for which city, I guess.
Yeah, gee.
I don't know.
The next one is that I think it's a legitimate question, especially for a young person. Did they come up with 911 as an emergency number after 911? Meaning the attacks on America?
That's a fair question.
That is a fair question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the first fair question on that list.
Does it snow at the North Pole?
Does it snow at the North Pole?
That's what the question is, yeah. That's the question. I guess that's a fair question, too.
You're not going to know until you ask, right?
Yeah. How far is it from Miami to Florida?
A long way. You really can't get there from there.
Exactly.
How far is it from Miami to Florida? Try to take an airplane.
There are a lot of former Miamians who say, "Well, it's not Florida anymore." Yeah,
there you go.
Exactly. That's true. That's
right.
probably where the question.
So can you imagine going to a travel agent?
Savannah.
Where are you traveling to? I'm going to Florida. And where are you flying from? Miami. And where do you want to go to? Florida.
Yeah. That's right. They're trying to make it their own country.
Let's see. Somebody tried to tell me that there are only 49 states because scientists proved Pluto is not for real.
That's awesome. Come on, that's awesome.
Pluto's not for real.
I wonder if it's like an 8-year-old.
No, I think
I don't know.
8-year-olds are smarter than that.
Pluto is not for real. Nobody said Pluto wasn't for real. They said it was a dwarf planet.
Yeah, but this person thinks it's a state.
I don't get this next one at all. If Bert and Ernie are gay, how come they don't have any children? What?
Right, there you go.
What?
Well, they can. Elton John and his partner have 2 sons.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's a question.
I just found out that I can't charge my phone in my microwave.
Oh.
What?
I just found out that I can't charge my phone in my microwave.
I feel like there's a missing word in there or something.
I just found out that I can't charge my phone in my microwave.
Well, they probably think those electrical impulses, you put it in there, crank it up.
He put it in there and it probably ruined it.
What's happened to Doug?
I think so.
Doug is that way.
I love the next one. Now, I there's 2 thoughts I have, and let's see if you have the same 2 thoughts. The power went out at the mall, and I was trapped on the escalator.
Oh, no. That's got to be a joke.
Now, either
Really
could be a joke. It could be a joke. Okay. My 2 thoughts are either the person meant to say elevator, or they didn't know they could walk. I don't.
Let's just hope it's elevator.
I don't know.
Yeah. I hope they typed the wrong word.
All right. Now, the next one is funny if I tell you what the words are, because if I just read it the way it's written, you might think I'm saying what they meant to say. The words you need to know in this sentence are the word toast, the word intolerant, and the word lack. Are you ready? If he is lactose intolerant, how did he ever breastfeed?
Right. Absolutely.
If he is lactose intolerant, how did he ever breastfeed?
Oh, my God.
If you're lactose, how were you a baby?
Oh, my
How
God.
could you have been a baby? Your entire babyhood.
Yeah.
They probably, that's not.
Gee.
All right, the next one. There was a photograph with the next one. It showed a very clear photo of a woman's new debit card. And on Facebook, she wrote, the 3-digit code on the back of my card is 218. Why is everyone asking?
Oh.
Nice job.
Oh.
Nice job. You get kind of what you deserve on that one.
She posts a photo of her new debit card. Ay, ay, ay.
It's supposed to work. I didn't need to do anything else but swipe it.
I am so cold. I am freezing. I wish I was warm-blooded like my dog.
Oh.
Right. That's absolutely correct. Yeah.
Oh, the dogs, they go outside with nothing on. They seem to be fine with it.
Yeah.
I am sick and tired of this U.S. government.
Let that hair grow.
Was it?
Just let the hair grow out, I guess.
I am sick and tired of this U.S. government. I'm moving to California.
Yeah. Sure. Sure. Yeah, I mean, because they're part of Mexico.
Of course.
The next one is a misspelling of the word cologne. The sentence actually reads, I sprayed his colon on me, so he is all I can smell.
I bet that's all you can smell.
Oh, man.
Oh, gee.
Okay. Why does this elevator have a button for the floor I'm already on? That's dumb.
Right.
Why does this elevator have a button for the floor I'm already on?
Oh, jeez.
You got to wonder, how much time do these people have if they have to text something like that or post something like that while they're in their elevator?
Well, they're
How
fast.
bored is your life?
Are you fast at texting? Are you slow at texting? I'm
pretty fast.
You are. I'm super slow.
I text a lot, though.
Do you have a voice to text feature?
I do. I use it in the car, but I text probably more than I call. So.
When I text, I'm slow. I reread things. I proofread them. I edit them.
Yeah, right. Me too. I don't, abbreviate stuff.
A blue whale is a mammal.
Text a lot then.
No, we don't text a lot. No, I think that's probably a fair assessment. All right, the next one. A blue whale is a mammal, not an animal.
Right. They're not wrong, Larry. Blue whales are closer to human beings than human beings are.
Yeah, there you go.
Could be. Did you see the picture of the guy who was on his boat, and there was a humpback whale, I guess it was, that surfaced right near him, like just feet away from him.
Wow.
And he's oblivious to it because he's looking down at his phone.
Oh.
Yeah, and another photographer in another boat got the shot, and you can see the guy not even aware that there's a whale surfacing right next to him.
Probably saying, this stinks. I don't see whales anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's
what my money back. There are no whales.
That's what he's texting. I paid all this money for this whale sightseeing trip. There's no whale.
I don't see any whales.
Oh, gee, that's sad.
Let's see. My cousin is going to have twins. I think it'll take 18 months for them to be born.
Absolutely. Of course it will.
They take 18 months. Twins take 18 months.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, well, why not? Shouldn't it? You know?
Sure, you make sense, right?
Well, we are conditioned for that, though, because anytime you see advertisements for like in any kind of business firm, they say we have 120 years of experience. So why shouldn't they say that? Now I can sympathize with that.
See, I always say when people do that, like a law firm, like we have 5 partners.
Yeah.
We've got 100 years of experience.
Right.
What does that mean? You're each 20 years old?
Exactly.
Would you take English lessons from 100 babies? They have 100 years of experience learning how to speak English.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. I can't believe the Titanic sunk and the people filming it did nothing to stop it.
Right. I agree. They could have saved poor Jack. Right there.
I can't believe they filmed it. Just kept filming. All right,
I remember when that movie came out, I had a friend, he's like, why would I want to go see the movie? I already know how it ends.
All right, the last one I have is, I just saw a telephone from the 1990s. Why the heck did they have a hashtag on phones back then when Twitter wasn't even invented yet?
Correct. That's correct. Good stuff right there.
There you go. Dumb tweets.
They didn't even call that
dumb
hashtag
posts.
back then.
No.
The number sign.
That's right.
Or the tic-tac-toe board, yeah. You gotta hit the tic-tac-toe board, yeah.
Right, or press pound. It's always press
pound. Yeah.
Pound was the other one, right?
Yeah.
No, star. Star and then pound.
Star and pound. There you go.
Oh, that's
There you
funny. Twitter wasn't even invented back then.
All right, Gail, we got enough time to ask where the... I got enough time to ask for a segue. Robin, from dumb posts to donating blood. What's the segue?
Well, when it comes to donating blood, there aren't any dumb posts with their questions, because sometimes you just don't really know because you're so afraid to donate blood. So you want to have all your questions answered first. So go to LifeSouth Community Blood Centers, sit with a phlebotomist. They'll answer all of your questions before you decide to donate. And it's such a friendly environment. Donate one time so 3 people can live.
Can you hear the music, Galen?
Yes.
Yes? You know what that is?
Take me to the Mardi Gras, where the people sing and play.
Oh, yeah. It's Paul Simon. Take me to the Mardi Gras. Tomorrow's Mardi Gras.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know all about it. It basically shuts down our operations in Mobile.
Does it really? Does it really?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's no place to take the bloodmobile. Plus, the schools are closed. Businesses are closed.
Have you ever done this? Have you ever gone to Mardi Gras?
Yeah.
Have you ever...
Louisiana, New Orleans, yeah.
Have you ever done the bead thing?
Yes.
You have?
I love that.
Is it easy to do?
How much further are we going with this?
I'm just asking, because I'm thinking, maybe one day I'll get
Done
there.
a lot of things in my youth. I'll tell you, I was when I got out of the Navy, I drove across the country, and we got lucky enough to hit Mardi Gras at the same time, and so I had just gotten out of the Navy, and we hit Mardi Gras. It was pretty awesome.
Oh, what fun!
It's like 10 days a week.
By the way, I do the same. I do the same thing you do. I always blame all that stuff on my youth.
Well, I have to. I wasn't married.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Did we say where the Bloodmobile is? No.
No, we're actually out at McIntosh at the Lions Club, and then we're also out in Silver Spring Shores at the Walmart on Bahia Road.
Oh, okay.
All right, go donate blood. You will save some lives. Don't give it up for Lent. Keep giving blood even during Lent. Pick out something else to give up.
There's going to be a lot of hurricanes drunk today. Over the next week.
Thank you, Galen. Right. Have a great Monday.
Hurricane. All right, bye, y'all.
All right, bye.
East and Midwest, this Cleveland woman is trying to deal with it.
I feel like this is just gonna make me tougher. I feel if I can make it through this winter, I can make it through anything.
Record lows in many areas. Boston has another foot of snow on top of the 6 feet it got the last few weeks, and more is forecast by midweek. Egypt conducting heavy airstrikes against ISIS sites in Libya after the release of a video showing the beheading of 21 Christian hostages.